9-3 on the season, shot better than 55% for the game, and their bench outscored the Nuggets by 8. Big part of that is our guest, Tatum, who joins us from Boston before he gets on the flight to Detroit. Tatum, we appreciate you stopping by. 11 points tonight, 5 rebounds. I believe all of those might have been offensive rebounds for you as well. I don't know if you're aware of this, but you are part of the most efficient offense in the NBA right now, and a team that is taking and making more threes than last year. What has it been like to be in the middle of this kind of scoring machine that you guys have been?
Well, I mean, I have to give credit to, Malcolm. He's came in and he's added a burst in that second unit. Obviously tonight he's out, so I got to play a little bit. But I just think, everybody's making the right plays. Everybody's being confident and knocking down shots. So,
obviously you didn't expect to have Joe Mazzulla on the sidelines because of what transpired over the summer, and here you are sitting at 9-3 after all the upheaval in the offseason. How do you think he's put his stamp on this team?
I think he's carried over from what we started to do last year, and then just stayed on us. And every day is the preparation and everything like that. But I think he's just pushing us each game to keep getting better and better, no matter who we play.
Peyton, Sam Mitchell here. You guys' offense has just been off the charts, but your defense has been lacking, and we know this Celtics team, y'all hang y'all hat defensively. What is it going to take? Is it going to take having Robert Williams back into this lineup for that defense to start clicking? I see where Coach made the change and put Grant Williams back in the starting lineup to give you guys a little bit more size. But are you guys kind of waiting for Robert Williams to come back and get healthy for this defense to then catch up with this offense?
Well, I think Rob is going to be a game changer no matter what. I mean, everybody wants Rob back, but we're going to try to change that and put a stamp back on defense. And like you said, that's where we hang our heads. But having Rob back will definitely change it a lot.
You guys led pretty much from the get-go and basically all night long tonight. But in the first half, you and some of the second unit guys were able to give your team a burst with a bunch of hustle plays all over the offensive boards, whether it was you or Luke or whoever. How aware are you of the crowd and your teammates' reactions as well as these plays are happening?
These are just hustle plays. That's what I try to hang my hat on, especially when you're a role player in the league. You gotta find ways to affect the game. So it can be offensive rebounds, diving on the floor, anything like this. That try to pride myself on that.
You got the trip to Detroit tonight. What's on the agenda for the flight? Are you a card guy? Are you a movie guy? What are you going to be doing the next few hours?
I wish I was a card guy, but they don't let me play sometimes because I don't know how to shuffle, so that's a problem. I got to learn.
Wait, I'm sorry. You don't know how to shuffle cards, Peyton Pritchard?
Not to the speed that they like it. So it's something I'm going to have to, go home and work on.
Stay leave them cards alone on that plane, man. That's how you get busted, man. You playing with Tatum and Brown? You're not in there, man. Don't play with them guys.
No, for sure. No, I'm more of a TV show guy right now, but we'll see. Maybe I'll hop in one of these times.
What's queued up? Not to get into your business, but what are we watching?
Shoot, I don't even know right now. I'm waiting for Yellowstone to come back out.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
yeah. All right. Good show. And Peyton, you're a professional athlete. I have all the confidence in the world in you that you can learn to shuffle cards at a level that would be acceptable to your teammates.
For sure. I'm going to work on it. I want to join in some of those games. So
learn to cheat.
Okay, you know what?
If you're going to play with them guys, you better cheat.
We're going to ask for a progress report midway through the season if we can.
I got you, for sure.
All right, congrats on the win tonight. Good luck. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, Peyton Pritchard with us. And, I get the not wanting to play cards. That's a smarter move.
There's 3 games on the plane.
Yeah.
There's the little game, there's the medium game, and then there's the big boy game.
Yeah.
Stay out the big boy game. That's when Tatum and Brown, that's them guys making long money.
Unless you've got, like, guaranteed max contract sort of money.
If you're playing with them guys, they need to be guaranteed max money for the next 6, 7, 8 years.
Right. Otherwise, stay away from that.
Because they just going to outbet you. It's no strategy. It's not that they're good card players. They just outbet you.
Sure. They can just keep piling on.
Oh, that's what they do. Yeah.
Can you shuffle cards?
Absolutely.
Right.
I used to win all the time on the plane playing cards.
I can shuffle cards. It's not hard.
Well, I used to, my dad was a card player, so.
Okay.
And then I knew how to cheat just a little bit, just enough to keep the odds in my favor. Hey, man, I'm playing against me. You're playing against Kevin Garnett and them guys. Come
I get
on,
it.
You can't outbet them guys.
All right, let's talk Celtics here. Made the finals last year.
Yes.
We addressed the defensive stuff. It feels like that's solvable, particularly when Robert Williams comes back into that lineup. How good do the Celtics look to you right now relative to last year's team? I mean, is this a team good enough to get 2 wins better?
Absolutely. When you look at this team, the way it's constructed, they have everything. Look, at some point, they're going to get Robert Williams back. They got a rebounder, a shot blocker, a game changer. Right? Then you look at Tatum and Brown. We know how good those 2 forwards are. And then when you look at the additions that this team made, their bench is deeper, their bench is stronger, they're a better shooting and better ball handling basketball team. And I think last year what they learned going to the finals is what that extra little you got to have to compete and win a championship. And I think they learned a lot from being in the finals. And look, their defense is slow to catch on right now, but guess what? Their offense is carrying them. And at some point, you got Marcus Smart, you got guys that hang the hat, Jaylen Brown on defense. That defense is going to catch up. And so I'm not concerned about this team. I think they're one of the top 4 teams in both conferences. And I expect the Boston Celtics to come right down to the end and be in the Eastern Conference Finals again against either Milwaukee or someone else.
Tatum and Brown had 59 points tonight. That is over their season average, which is a little over 56. But also added between the two of them 16 rebounds, 13 assists, which to me is a huge thing. The playmaking from those two has to evolve for them to be. Well, they were already an elite team. They made the finals, but to get over that hump.
Well, Matt, you know this. That's what separates your superstars, guys, from being all-stars to superstars. Superstars make everybody better when they touch the ball because they're passed. All-stars, they get theirs.
Right.
You know, you can be an all-star on a bad team.
Sure.
But there's not very many superstars on bad teams.
I'm going to ask you to put your coaching hat on here.
Okay.
If you're opposing the Celtics, what do you do with those two?
I would probably play a triangle and 2 against Tatum and Brown, and take my chances with everyone else, knowing that they can knock down threes. But if you think about it, if the Boston Celtics average, 112, 10 points a game, those 2 guys are averaging more than half their points.
That, yeah.
So if you can slow them down or make them shoot a bad percentage, it increases your chances of winning. But you cannot let those 2 guys dominate the basketball. I would trap them, I get the ball out their hand, and I pre-rotate, and I try to force others to make shots.
Denver led by 1 at one point early on, otherwise it was basically a wire-to-wire win tonight for the Celtics.